Hello, I'm Arthur Sleep, and here's the news. Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob has just been announced as the richest crustacean in the whole of the ocean. Tell you what, he'd be able to pay off most American hospital bills if he weren't so shellfish. Get it? Shellfish? And he's a... We now return to Sean's world, already in progress. Characters often come and go in Sean's world, and some even stay for periods of time. One day, Equestria saw a new pony that was visiting. Her name was Puzzlelove, a quirky yet fun pony who was visiting Sean's world. When she got to Equestria, she started to feel worried. What if others see me as different just for having autism and not like me? Now, remember what Wind Whistler said. Just tell them you're unique. Twilight was the first to meet Puzzlelove. Hello, I'm Twilight Sparkle. Nice to meet you, Twilight Sparkle. I'm Puzzlelove. Welcome to Sean's world. I'm sure you'll make lots of new friends here. My heart has been brightened up. The two walked for a while until they reached Sugar Cube Corner. While on their walk, Twilight noticed some unusual things that Puzzlelove did. She tried walking on her back legs, she attempted to lick a rainbow, and she was a little clumsy. Twilight decided to say nothing and continued walking along. Now, in here, you'll find two bubbly ponies who love to party. Could you wait here for a moment? Sure, I'll wait here. It's less crowded. Twilight simply smiled and walked inside. Pinkie Pie? Izzy? Do you have a moment? Sure, Twilight. The corner's running a little slow today anyway, so we don't mind, do we, Izzy? We don't mind at all. So, what's up? I have a new friend here who's a little shy, so don't give her too many surprises, okay? Okie dokie. I may only be average at sneakiness, but I'll lay off the surprises if you want. Alright, she's just outside. As Twilight brought Pinkie and Izzy outside Sugar Cube Corner to meet the new pony, Puzzlelove was ready to tell everyone that she had autism. This is Puzzlelove, new to Sean's world. Hi, new friend. My name's Izzy. I'm Pinkie Pie, and I run the sweet shop here in Equestria. Nice to meet you, Pinkie and Izzy. Don't you mean nice to meet you? No, I was right the first time. Sometimes she says things only she understands. I do that myself. Sunny understands, though. Twilight smiled again, but it soon faded when she noticed that Puzzlelove was looking rather worried. Is something wrong, Puzzlelove? I have something to confess. Take your time, we'll listen. Puzzlelove struggled to find the right words. You see, I have something called autism, or ASD. Twilight trotted over to Puzzlelove, a look of concern in her face. I understand. Thank you for telling us, because it's important that we know. What makes you think we wouldn't welcome you the same way? Because I'm a strange pony. I do weird things, and... Nonsense! My Pinkie does lots of unusual things, don't you? Yep, I do, but so do you. Hey, do you know who you're talking to? I do. Me. You're talking to yourself? Yeah, because you're me and I'm you. What a twist. Don't worry, I'm just as confused as you. Puzzlelove chuckled, but still felt nervous. And anyway, what's wrong with having autism? Well, it's just that I don't like being mocked, or when autism is seen as a joke, and Twilight put an arm around Puzzlelove, as if to comfort her. No one is going to say anything bad about you, I promise. Now I'd like to show you around, so come with me. Puzzlelove felt a lot better. She took a deep breath and followed Twilight to Equestria Station. The station was busy, and Puzzlelove was feeling overwhelmed. She started to flap her hooves, make uncomfortable sounds, and cover her ears. Oh, how can you help her? Sunny, who was also at the station, saw that some pony was not all right. She ran over to Twilight. Twilight, is everything okay? It's my new friend Puzzlelove. She doesn't seem to like noise. Sunny looked back to find a crowd staring at Puzzlelove. Hey, do you mind? A pony is in distress right now, and the last thing she needs is people watching her, making her feel worse. Twilight looked over to Sunny, amazed at how she spoke up for her new friend, despite not knowing her. She turned her attention back to Puzzlelove, pressed her horn to her forehead, uttered something under her breath, and before you can say fizzling fireboxes, Puzzlelove was wearing a pair of ear defenders. Twilight looked around, and when things had calmed down, she thanked Sunny for getting rid of the crowd. Oh, I just saw your friend was in distress, and I couldn't just stand there. I wanted to help. Well, thank you. Any time. As Sunny left to board her train, Twilight guided her new friend to one being pulled by Emily, as Puzzlelove's breathing began to slow down. It's okay, Puzzlelove. I'm here. Thank you, Twilight. How did you get these, ear saviors? I know a spell for ear defenders. Can you teach me sometime? Sure. You looked a little panicked back there. Is something wrong? My ears can yell when noise is too much, and the station was too much. Oh, I understand. When they got to Penguinsburg Station, Twilight introduced Puzzlelove to Emily. What shiny green paint you have. Thank you. Excuse me, chaps. Gah! No touchy! No touchy. Oh, I am very sorry. Do forgive me. I'm just looking for the big brown bewildered bear. Have you seen it? Emily smiled. I'm giving him a tour of Seán's World right now. Rabbits Johnson searched through the crowd of passengers getting off, but Puzzlelove just grinned. He's still in one of Emily's coaches. He is? Better grab myself a ticket and find him. Keep him peeled. Rabbits Johnson raced off inside the station as the girls laughed. That's Rabbits Johnson. He always hugs for bears that he never gets to see, even though they're practically behind him. Does he always come this close to finding them? Not all the time. Sometimes he isn't even close at all. Emily laughed again as her last few passengers, including Rabbits, boarded her coaches. Well, I better continue on my round, but it was nice, or should I say, ice, to meet you, Puzzlelove. See you later, Emily. Twilight, where are we? This is Penguinsburg, where my friend Pingu lives. He speaks a language we don't understand, so one of us ponies has to read his thoughts through our magic. Twilight took Puzzlelove to Pingu's house, telling her about his unusual language on the way. When they arrived, Puzzlelove rang the doorbell. Puzzlelove, this is Pingu. Pingu, this is Puzzlelove. Pingu spoke some Penguinese as Puzzlelove's face lit up. This language he speaks. I can understand it. What? This language, it's called Penguinese. I've seen it on the telly a few weeks ago. I've really wanted to learn it since. I'd like if you could teach me, but I'd like to go back to Pinky and Izzy. You're welcome to join us if you want. Newt, Newt! Twilight, Puzzlelove, and Pingu were going to walk to Penguinsburg Station when they heard loud propellers in the sky as Hellie landed gently on the snow. You three look like you need a lift. We could. Could you take us to Equestria, please? Sure thing, Twilight. Climb aboard and we'll be there in no time. Twilight, can you teach me that spell for ear defenders? Once we've boarded, I'll teach you. As Pingu, Puzzlelove, and Twilight got on board, Hellie was ready to take off, and he headed off to Equestria. Who's your new friend, Twilight? Her name's Puzzlelove. She's just not very talkative. As the flight continued, Twilight explained Puzzlelove's day so far, and Hellie listened with interest. At last, Hellie landed in Equestria. Thanks, Hellie. Any time, friends. As Hellie took off again, Puzzlelove thanked Twilight for teaching her the Ear Defender spell as they walked to Sugarcube Corner. Hi, Puzzlelove. Izzy smiled warmly. Izzy, where's Pinky? Pinky's working on a performance on her favorite song. After Pinky sang the Smiles song, she presented a big cake for the 5 friends to share. Pingu tells me your cake looks delicious. What flavor is it? It's lemon on top, chocolate in the middle, and a blast of berry at the bottom. Puzzlelove took a deep breath and used her magic to pick up a knife. She cut the cake into perfect fifths and served the slices. After the delicious cake, the last place to visit was Balamori. At this point, it was getting late, so Puzzlelove decided to spend the night with Twilight. The next morning, Hellie gave them another lift to Balamori. They first stopped at the nursery to meet Miss Hellie. Miss Hellie, I'd like you to meet my new friend, Puzzlelove. Hello, Puzzlelove. I'm Miss Hellie. How are you? I'm good. Seán's world is a nice place to be in. I showed her around, and Balamori was our last stop. So, what's the story in Balamori? Well, Spencer came to the nursery to do an art project with the children, and he told me he would stop by the castle to help Archie the inventor fix something belonging to my friend Wallace, but they could use a bit more help. Would you be so kind as to help them? I'd be glad to. Yeah, I'll help. What colored house are we going to, Twilight? The pink house, because that's where Archie lives. Twilight brought Puzzlelove to the castle to help Spencer the painter and Archie the inventor. Hello, Twilight. I see you've brought a friend. This is Puzzlelove. She's new to Seán's world. Well, it's nice to meet you. We're glad to see you. Yes, I'm helping Wallace fix his faulty porridge gun. Would you mind giving us a helping hand? Or, I guess in your case, a helping hoof? Now, I'm not the most advanced in tech, but I can certainly try. Would you like to help, Puzzlelove? Yes, I would. Twilight used her magic to shed some light into the wiring of the porridge gun, and Puzzlelove explained the problem to Archie as he fixed it. Wow, Puzzlelove, you're very smart. Archie will have this fixed in no time. And it was. When Puzzlelove and Archie finished, Archie gave her the highest honor he could bestow, an Archie's Helper badge. I'm sorry, I'd like to cry candy right now. Spencer and Archie looked confused, but Twilight simply gave Puzzlelove a gentle hug and smiled at her. Although she can be a bit quirky, everyone was happy to give a warm welcome to Puzzlelove's visit.